First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Makakoda. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone. Taught us this truth, citation, Yakim, pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson. This is a website called Cage Ladies, right? And, you got certain women here, they don't look too bad. They're not the baddest, but, you got a woman here, which you clearly see she's an Israelite woman, Israelite foreigner. She look like a red bone, but she could pass in certain pictures for a so-called white woman like this one. You're going to have women that, when the Lord comes back, that's going to be incarcerated, all right? And, they going to need a man of the Lord to deliver them, per se, right? Because, not all these women are 2/3, right? Okay. So, some of these women the Lord can have mercy. I'm not saying this woman per se, right, to be exact, but you gonna have women out there that, that could be virgins, that's not out here committing adultery like these regular harlots in the streets. Hey, this is where the Lord could be icing some. You know what I'm saying? You know how you put some on ice just to preserve it for a later date? Hey, some of these women could very well be iced, man, to the men of the Lord set them free, all right? You got Israelite foreigners amongst these, not all of them are Edomites, okay? You got bull dykes. I mean, these women are locked up for a long time for whatever, crimes they allegedly committed in Esau society, and they're going to need a man of the Lord real soon, man, to set them free, okay? You clearly tell her she a Jake, through the spirit, she a Jake. Jessica Cook, 35 years old. She's been in prison quite a while now, and I'm super excited to get out and experience life. I am passionate about fitness and dogs. I also, which that's an Edomite trait, to be passionate about dogs, but you got Jakes that love dogs too. You know what I'm saying? So she's in federal custody, man. All right. But, you could tell by her spirit, she's more than likely a Jake, man. She's following after her master Esau, loving dogs, right? Being passionate about dogs. All right. Like, you got a certain woman out here, man, that, she on the thick side, but, she could get the business. Okay. So, you got a lonely woman, incarcerated woman, they miss being in the free world, going out, getting their coffee, going to the gym, going on dates, whatever they like to partake in, going on a walk, walking their dogs. A lot of these women, they just in there, man, until the Lord just lets his men loose, man. And then we gonna, sift through. Okay, yeah, she can get a release, early release. And then, the ones that get left behind, they're going to be missile food, man. Or die via cannibalism, so forth, man. All right. So, just doing this lesson, man, just showing that, not all the elect women are going to be out here, free roaming around society, doing whatever every day. A folly that they into. Okay, you gonna have certain women that's gonna be locked up, man. And, the prophecies say that our people, which these of the northern tribes, right? Our people are gonna be hitting in prison houses, which I'm gonna get it real soon, man. Right? And that includes men and women, man, and children. You got children locked up, 11, 12, 13. Lock the hell up, man. Born in jail, and then they just remain in custody because, so-called mama, daddy was in the same cycle, man. Esau, he's a fucking demon. He's into that shit, man. You put handcuffs on an Israelite baby, man. All right. So you got all these women, man. They just lock the fuck up, man. And like I said, some gonna make it. It's just that plain and simple. You want people from all walks of life to make it, including the prison population. But something like this ultimately get destroyed, man. With the bleach blonde hair. Demonic Eve, man. All right. Probably just scroll through one more page to see what the talent looking like on this page. Okay. But hey, man, this is, she got a lot of makeup, but hey, she could probably get it right if she was a free woman. Right, which really be all locked up, man, because we're in America. We in this prison planet, like Alex Jones infamously said. Okay, she a little pretty red bone, 30 years old. She's incarcerated. Everybody got a story in Arizona. She's 5'8", light skin, curly hair, hazel eyes. Okay, so when she was in the free world, she was giving niggas problems. That's why she's in that situation, right? She like them bad boy. All right, so the Lord got a whole world of women, man. Out here. That's not getting popped unless the CEO's popping them, or they dyking, but they in jail. For the most part, most of these women in jail. They ain't had ride-ins since the fucking Biden administration, right? So they ain't all them picky standards they have on the outside world. Hey, that's out the window, man. They ain't got none of that shit. All right. Oh man, gotta be 6'6", 6-inch ride or better, 6 figures. All that is out the window, man. Okay. They be happy to be with any man that they can, that they can get with. She's like an older woman, and she's still locked up, man. So he's even wicked towards older women, man. All right. This is probably a harlot right here. This is like a harlot right here. Anytime you see these thoughts with these motel pictures, man, you already know, man, what she into, man. All right. So yeah, you got a few decent women. They ain't the baddest of the baddest, but they'll get the job done. Like someone like her little big head ass, you'll get the job done. Taylor Freeman. So, and a lot of these women, they could be innocent, unrighteous decrees and so forth, man. All right, but this is the Lord putting them through their trials, man. Because they, a lot of the Israelite women, man, they done. I'm about to get the precepts in a second, so like they done accepted feminism, whoredoms, and so forth, man. All right. But now in jail, it's not like how it was back in the day. Now, a jailbird, male and woman, they'll have internet access, so they can, they'll beg their mama or sisters. Look at this BBL. Look at that BBL, man. She 5'10", the hottest Native American you ever come across. All right. So that's a big bitch. She 5'10", all right. So average male height in Babylon is like 5'9", man. 5'8", 5'9". She talking about she 5'10". Let me get some precepts, man. I think I done seen enough. You know, and hey, most of these women on this site are like Northern tribe or Israelite foreigner women, man, because you know they still gotta eat. They still gotta eat, man. Okay, look at that giant right there. You know, she got them evil tats, but I like that short little stack look she got. All right, so all these women, you know, they locked up, man. All right, she got 3 kids, you know, away from her, man. All right, because they done made the wrong decisions. Ultimately, they didn't seek the Lord or the man of the Lord. Because if they was with a man of the Lord, they wouldn't be in that situation. But some still going, the Lord's going to show mercy to, man. All right, this is Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people, what people, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because I ain't see too many Edomite women skydiving and zip lining, you know, doing extreme sports, crossfitting and shit. Pictures. I ain't see too many of that. Most of the women, even the ones that look like Edomites, man, go back to Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you know we got the short end of the stick in this society. Even the woman, even the Israelite woman, Israelite foreigner woman, and so forth, man. You know, they probably got hooked on drugs, made a bad decision one night, man. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none deliver, for a spoil, and none save restore, man. So our people hid in prison houses, whether it's federal, state, local, or the goddamn precinct up the street, you know, holding cells. You know, you name it, man. Juvenile hall, fucking in school suspension. No, that's a prison house. Even the school system, the goddamn, you know, detention, and so forth, man. I mean, all our people hid there, man. Because really, schools really breed Israelites for prison anyway, man. That's why you got cafeterias and, you know. All right. School buses and shit. That shit ain't nothing but a jail bus, you know. It just breezy for prison, man. All right. They are for prey. Yeah, we are the prey of this society. Because Jake don't fight his oppressors back. Jake only fights his own back, man. So while you too busy trying to seek revenge on your homeboy, your road dog, for committing adultery on your baby mama or girlfriend, that's why Esau's hunting you. Why you hunting your brother that looks like you that done went off, right? Or you done went off. Because a lot of times when your woman commit adultery on you, it's because you're out there committing adultery on other niggas' business. You know, that's how the Lord work, man. You'll balance it out, man. Just so you can feel how the other nigga feeling, right? But this is a wicked and adulterous generation anyway. This whole society. Therefore pray and none deliver, none deliver. Jesse Jackson, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, you know, so forth. TD Snakes. You know, these athletes and entertain, none deliver, right? For spoil and none save, restore, none. You know, no one cares about our plight, man. You know, the what they say, the first fired, last hired. No one cares, man. No one cares about the Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, the abortion rates, you know. So, you know, none save restore. But one thing I noticed about that site, most of the women were like, you know, between Northern Tribe, Israelite foreigner woman, man. So, and, you know, I said, hey, I believe the majority of the elect women are going to be, of course, we're going to get a lot of them from overseas, South and Central America. But I believe the majority of them women also that's going to make it out of here in America, it's going to be Israelite foreigners, like, for example, certain Vietnamese women, certain Cambodia, Philippines, you know, certain women that are like Polish, Irish, Scottish. and so forth, man, that know how to be a woman, man. You know, and none safe restore, man. So ain't no one gonna be on our side, man. Ever since we fell out of power, man. Okay, you know, Jake be in probation, parole for like the rest of his life, man. His life, man. Papers, ankle monitors, which they're gonna segue those ankle monitors and RFID chips real soon, man. All right, now Jake come on, which is very useful, but you know, a lot of women when they get released, they'll have an ankle monitor on. You know, these women are supposed to be what, tender and delicate, man. You know, their foot not supposed to touch the ground, man. But you know, in this society, Esau, so-called white man, allows these hoes to parade around like men. That's why they are in the justice system, man. The criminal justice system, they're in it because they done. It's moving around like they some niggas, man. All right. Then get some more meat on this. Who among you shall will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? It's a rhetorical question. You know, the elect is going to hearken and hear. Take heed. Gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel the robbers. Who are the robbers? The people you call the Raiders, the 49ers, the Buccaneers, the goddamn Edomites, man. Not the Lord. He against whom we have sinned, for they would not walk in his ways. Yeah, so we fell off. You know, starting with the men. The men fall off, go wicked, go astray, forget our power. And then the woman is going to follow the man in every instance. And same thing with them, man. We not worship the heathen nations' gods. So that's why our women are bugged out, you know. For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient to his law. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger. So this is the Lord's anger, man. You know, it's just fucked up, man, because a lot of women, they could, I'm going to be honest, this is for me, you know, I guess, I don't know, I guess I give off a dangerous vibe or whatever. So, like, a lot of women I attract, they be like ex-criminal women, man. You know, they done got a F on their report card, meaning a felony for whatever reason, stealing or dealing or whatever, right? But, you know, they come all feminine, treat me good, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm coming in a manly vibration, man. Really the vibration of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And the strength of his battle. And it hath set him on fire round about, yet he knew not. And it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart, man. All right, so. Hey, man, the Lord's going to have mercy on Israel because he chose Jacob, man. All right. Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab, man. All right. Not Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. Not Esau, right? Abraham, Isaac, of course, were chosen, right? But not Esau. Let me clarify that. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will be delivered. Okay. The 1/3 of Yaquab. Because 2/3 are going to perish here in Babylon, man. All right. So, you know, out here doing what we gotta do, man. Because the scripture goes into it, man. It's Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 whole women shall take hold of one man, man of the Lord, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, and let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. That shame is going to be taken away. Why? Because the Lord is raising up his men, man, all right? And these women are going to fall in line quick, especially when they see that spiritual power, man. They're going to be willing, all right? Like a woman like her, she ain't going to have that proud look, man. She going to have that body still. You know, nice feet, nice ankles, you know, nice little feet, nice ass, nice thighs, legs. I think that's a real ass because her body's matching the thighs, the legs. You know, she gonna be in her right mind in that day, man. Okay. You know, so but you know, one thing too, I'm gonna say this too. Okay. Oh, she's a singer songwriter. You know what the scripture says, man, keep not company with a woman that's a singer, man. So a woman like her, you know, you gotta watch out for casting spells and shit. But you see, like a woman like her, she saying, message me, text me. She probably got 100 niggas texting her, man. You know, that's making her jail time go by smoothly. You know what I'm saying? Niggas texting her ride pics and shit. All types. She's getting all different ride sizes and shapes and colors. Okay. And tones and shit like that, man. All right. But that's a spirit, though. Even though she's wearing a revealing harlot like apparel, right? Because, you know, our women are harlots, right? But if she got fringes on her shit, you know, she got fringes and wickedness. All right. So, you know, she a northern tribe. Yeah, Sanchez Marino, yeah, she northern tribe. You know, our women locked up throughout Babylon, man. You know, same thing with the men. You know, which really they should just be paired up. If they both single, pair up. You know, let the niggas run through these jails, man. Which that's gonna happen too, cause you know certain jail complexes, they'll have the men on one side and the women on the other. So when all hell break loose, you know the jails are set up like that, man. Them women are gonna get grabbed up by them fucking sex deprived jakes, man. That's been doing bids, man. 100-year bids and shit. You know the Lord's just gonna let them loose, man. He showed you that in the Spider-Man video game. That was the first scene, man, of all hell breaking loose in New York City was when they let him out them jails. Like, she nice looking, Mia Stroud from Michigan. You know, nice little feminine pose, feminine hands, you know, smile, skin, dimples. Yeah, she, yeah. I give her a good 7.5, 8. 8 on a good day. All right. Hey, bro. Hey, y'all can be sending these women your money, though. You know, you come on this site, you might go crazy because she's single. Be sending them some money, man, because, you know, a lot of these women, they'll have like 3 niggas writing them, man. Send them money. Okay. I ain't seen a good chocolate one yet, you know. Yeah, she a decent chocolate one, you know, besides the weave. The unbelievable. All right. So this is Jake, man, in a nutshell, man. You know, our nation in a nutshell. They just locked the fuck up, man. Because this devil's ruling, man. He gets off on Jake being in a lower state, man. Real soon, the tides are going to turn. He's going to be the one with shackles and handcuffs on. All right. Put your hands behind your back, Esau. Yeah, she decent. She decent. All right. Once again, she, more than likely another Israelite foreigner locked up, man. All right. Let me get this last precept, man. It's Isaiah 32:2. A man, not just any man, right? The man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall be a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right, so a man of the Lord's going, be the one to deliver the elect ladies of Yahshua, man. All right. So I'm gonna end it there till next time. Shalom.